What is it? Some dirty nighty stuff?
Dirty nighty stuff.
Well, then what would I care if it's sweaters? He's looking at my sweaters. Very Kanye. We don't need to clap. The clap?
No, I've already lined up.
We already have the clap.
They have a cure for that. That's good.
All right. Welcome, heroes, to another episode of, what are we now?
No Comics for Old Men.
That's right. And that's Ken, and he's back this week.
I'm
and
back.
I know everybody's happy.
And we just came back from the microbrewery, so that's why things might be a little off, because we've had a few drinks.
A couple. And the IPAs are hefty, so, and delicious.
Very
delicious.
good.
Fox and Hare down the street. So when you come see us, you can go there, as long as you're of age. If not, maybe they'll card you, maybe they won't, I don't know.
We'll read some comics, drink some beer.
Beer, amen. Amerikarate, it's back out, number 7. Okay, not as good as number 6, but still funny.
Yeah, it's definitely doesn't have as many laughs as the last issue did. There are a couple of parts, but it is a kind of a limited concept. So if you can keep it funny for 7 issues, I think more power to you. There's definitely some laughs in it. Again, not as funny as number 6, but it's kind of hard to top yourself every time.
Right. And the same style of art. So sometimes it's not even the words. It's just like the silly, like long stretched out leg, foot up. I mean, there's a whole running gag of like they're showing pictures of him in his childhood, and every one of them his leg is up, kicking karate style in every picture.
Well, his last name is Kickwell.
Kickwell, yeah. So
he's had a lot of practice.
Yeah. So keep buying Amerikarate if you haven't. Go out and find the first 7 issues. I'm sure it won't be that hard. It's not going to be collected. I don't think you'll ever see a TV show.
Probably not unless it's on cable TV, because there is quite a bit of bad language and ridiculous violence.
Right.
Not that that's a bad thing, because it's all pretty much funny.
But it really is worth the money for the read. It's funny book. So the next thing we read was from Catalyst Prime. It's Astonisher. I hate to dog new publishers trying to make their way with a whole new superhero, maybe not superhero, maybe action. I don't know what you'd call it. How about bad? The art was not stylized like Amerikarate has a style. It's not like it's not like superhero art. It has a style. Astonisher is trying to be superhero art. There are successes in it. There's some parts. Looks like it might be even Asian drawn.
Yeah, definitely.
It has a little bit
it has a little manga influence for sure. I kind of felt the same way as in issue 1. I reread it and I'm just like, I didn't really dislike it, but it didn't interest me enough to buy number 2. And again, I don't think it's a bad book, but as far as I don't know, a lot of people have disposable income, but at $3.99 a pop, it was like if your first issue really didn't get me into it, I was like, I'm not dropping another $4. I mean, they are trying a new superhero universe, which is good. Which I mean, in itself, that's a real steep uphill climb, because you're going against established characters. Marvel, DC, 60, 70 years of people reading it, so it is a little steep. But I don't know, it really didn't do it for me as far as the first issue.
He has an interesting power. But other than that, I'll pass. We read Dark Arc off Aftershock. It didn't come out this week. It came out like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But Ken wasn't here, and we didn't get to do it, so we're going to do it now. Good book. Another score for Aftershock. I think I liked for sure several of the other books a little bit better, but I still think Dark Arc is coming through. I think it's a good book.
Yeah, I liked it. It's another Aftershock book, and I mean they're definitely putting out different stuff, different kind of genres. They're darker stuff for sure, more horror orientated, or a little bit of a horror influence. I liked the book. I thought it was good. It's also written by Colin Bunn, who I don't think the guy sleeps, because he writes about 8 or 10 titles a month, between what he does in Aftershock and the stuff he's been doing for Marvel. The premise is cool. It's kind of like a dark Noah's Ark. It was like Noah took the animals of the natural world, and the main character in Dark Ark is taking away all the kind of supernatural creatures. With all the problems that would arise, having an ark full of supernatural creatures like vampires and stuff that basically want to kill the people who are running the crew and each other. So I mean, it definitely has a good premise, and it was a cool first issue. It's definitely something where it's a cool idea, and I'd like to see where they go with it. But yeah, like Emmett said, there are other Aftershock stuff that are, I'd definitely say, better story-wise.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a good first issue, and it's something that has enough of my interest where I want to see where it's going to go in issue 2. And
yeah, maybe there'll be some surprises coming down the road, and then, you know, it'll up its game, and it'll be better than one of the other books. Who knows? But, you know, out of the first book, it's really hard to say, other than that we do still want to read the second one. Then I think a new image book called Slots. You know, this is, like we've said before a lot, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I like it. Yeah, we've said that I've had a few books, and I think this one has it. I like the style it's written in. I like the art style that it's done in. Yeah, it's something different.
Yeah, it's definitely a different book. It's written and drawn by Dan Panosian, who's pretty much been known for being an inker. He's inked a lot of stuff for Image and a lot of other stuff.
Step above the letterer.
Yeah. We're not going to have that discussion. We're going to get hate mail. But yeah, I believe he writes and draws it. And it's definitely an interesting first issue. It's got a really cool main character in it. Again, like Emmett said, I'm not really sure what's going on or where it's going yet, but the setup's pretty good. So it's definitely another book worth checking out. Image also has been putting out a lot of good, very diversified books. There's definitely something for everybody.
Especially Coyotes, which is coming out in November, and the FOC is coming up, so make sure you order Coyotes, many copies of Coyotes, hundreds and hundreds of copies of Coyotes. Don't miss out.
Yeah.
Coyotes.
That's written by Sean Lewis, who I think he might be related to Emmett, but he's totally not biased.
Not biased at all. It's
but
not a shameless plug.
I've read Sean's work. So to give you, I'm not related to him, and he's not paying me, so it's a total unbiased review. I've read Saints and I've read The Few, and I think they're both really great books. And I have read the Image Plus. Last month has a preview of Coyotes, and it looks like a very cool book. Great artwork too.
The
He's
art,
got another really good artist.
I have to say that's another thing about Sean, is that he's been finding his own artists on all 3 of his books. Something that really is new. I think it's new to the comic industry, where the writer goes out and finds an artist. Usually, the comic companies put them together. He found the artist for The Few, and he's went out and found, her name is Caitlin. I don't remember her last name. Her first name's Caitlin, and she paints. It's just beautiful, and just the art is amazing. So
yeah, even for the art alone, it's worth checking out. And Sean's really good, from what I've read. He's really good at writing characters, and he writes good tight dialogue. Like, there's not too much exposition. There's just enough to set the story and give you a sense of the characters without having to, you're not going to sit there for an hour reading a comic book. It's a good quick read, but it's also very involved, and it's a good story. So I'm looking forward to that coming out too. And I'm not related to the guy. So.
He comes from the theater world, so like the dialogue is really, really tight, and
it definitely shows too.
Yeah. So keep reading comics, and thanks for watching. Subscribe.
Yes, we'll see you next time.